Sumire Kuramoto like a spring breeze, soft, warm and unforgettable. Sumire Kuramoto is the kind of person whose presence feels like spring. Not loud, not overwhelming, but warm, soft and quietly memorable. Like a gentle breeze that passes by yet leaves a scent of flowers behind. There are people who shine by force and there are people who shine by nature. Sumire belongs to the second group. She has a calm aura, a peaceful rhythm in her mannerisms, and a natural elegance that never demands attention, but effortlessly receives it. Her charm is not built on intensity, but on softness, subtle expressions, a shy smile, the grace of someone who doesn't need to try too hard. In Japanese aesthetics, this softness is called yohaku, the beauty of empty space, the beauty of quietness. Sumire is that quiet beauty. She was born in Japan, in an environment that encouraged gentleness rather than competition. Like many girls with artistic souls, she didn't dream in loud colors. Her dreams were pastel, warm, patient. As a child, she loved quiet activities, observing light through windows, folding origami, caring for small plants. She appreciated details that many people overlook. The sound of rain on a tin roof, the way tea steam rises, the softness of early morning sunlight. Her world was small but deep, delicate like rice paper, peaceful like tatami rooms. And even without realizing it, she was already building the foundation for the calmness that would later define her image. Growing up, Sumire carried this softness into adolescence. She wasn't the type to dominate a room. She was the type you noticed after a moment, because her presence felt kind. Her voice was gentle, her gestures measured, her eyes expressive without needing words. People like Sumire do not need noise to be memorable. They stay in the mind like the aftertaste of warm tea, subtle but lingering. Teachers described her as attentive, thoughtful and patient. Friends found comfort around her, as if her company naturally dissolved tension. There are many talented people in the world, but rare are those who make others feel peaceful by simply existing. Sumire was one of them. As she entered adulthood, she developed interest in beauty, aesthetic presentation, and the quiet artistry of presence. Japan has a deep cultural appreciation for subtle femininity, and Sumire embodied that perfectly. She wasn't flashy, she wasn't loud. She was like sakura petals falling slowly, beautiful because they don't rush. She had a traditional Japanese softness combined with modern confidence. Her eyes were gentle yet curious, her expressions small but meaningful. She carried herself with a kind of shibui charm, understated elegance, beauty not meant to dominate but to soothe. People gravitated toward her because she felt safe, approachable, human. Eventually, she stepped into the world of public attention, not as an explosive personality, but as a presence that gradually blooms, like flowers opening slowly through morning light. Her career began quietly, steadily, naturally, one project leading to another, one opportunity bringing the next. She was not a shooting star that burns fast. She was a candle that continues to glow softly but surely. Fans noticed her uniqueness, the natural innocence, the unforced beauty, the softness in her movement. Many described her as Ayashike, the healing type. Watching her felt calming, like listening to soft rain or hearing wind through bamboo. Her appeal was emotional, not just visual. She built a following not by shock but by sincerity. She smiled gently, spoke politely, moved with grace. People admired her not for being larger than life, but for being quietly human. Her fans often say, Sumire is like someone you could meet in real life, someone gentle enough to talk to, someone who feels like spring. And that is her magic. She feels real, relatable, warm. She does not try to be perfect, she tries to be kind. In Japanese culture, this natural approachability is treasured. She represents the soft side of femininity, neither bold nor distant, but harmonious. As her public journey continued, she learned more about fashion, self-presentation, and emotional expression. She explored different aesthetics, sometimes cute, sometimes mature, sometimes casual like Sunday mornings. Yet no matter what style she wore, her softness remained at the center. She could be elegant in a dress, relaxed in a sweater, fresh in natural makeup, or quietly stunning with minimal styling. Her beauty is not about intensity but balance. You could place her in a quiet Kyoto street or a modern Tokyo cafe, and she would look perfectly at home. Her personality is reflected in her lifestyle. Sumire appreciates slow mornings, warm beverages, skincare routines done with care. She enjoys light exercise, reading in quiet spaces, listening to soft music that feels like rain on glass. She treats herself gently, and that gentleness extends outward to others. People who interact with her often describe her as calming, like a whisper against noise. She embodies yasashiza, a softness that is not weakness but strength through kindness. Her emotional presence is like soft sunlight on a cold day. Even when she faced challenges and everyone faces them, she responded with quiet resilience. She does not push against life aggressively. She moves with it like water, adapting, flowing, finding her way. There is strength in softness, and Sumire shows that strength beautifully. She takes breaks when overwhelmed, reflects when uncertain, chooses growth over haste. She believes that progress does not need to be loud to be real. Slow flowers bloom too, and often they bloom longer. Her career is a gentle example of this. As her audience expanded internationally, people across Asia and beyond discovered her charm. Many describe her as comforting, approachable, relatable. She is the kind of person you imagine sitting beside you in a cafe, smiling softly when the cup warms her hands. She feels like someone who notices the small joys. Steam rising from miso soup, laundry drying in sunlight, the scent of fresh tatami. These details may seem small, but they shape an entire world. A Japanese world subtle and beautiful. Her future feels full of possibility. Soft people are often underestimated, but they endure longer than those who burn fast. Her charm is timeless because it is natural. She can grow into fashion, lifestyle content, aesthetic photography, or even healing-style vlogs that embrace slow living. A camera loves her not because she demands attention, but because she makes the frame feel peaceful. She has the quiet potential to become a symbol of softness in modern Japanese femininity, a reminder that gentle is powerful. If one were to describe Sumire with imagery, she would be sakura petals in early spring, warm tea in a ceramic cup, a soft cardigan on a rainy Sunday, the scent of hinoki wood, the sound of wind through shoji doors. She is not intensity, she is calm. She is not loud, she is tender. She is not overwhelming, she is soothing. And perhaps that is why so many people love her. In a world full of noise, she is silence. In a world full of speed, she is slow beauty. In a world full of glitter, she is soft light. She reminds us that elegance does not require volume, that a gentle presence can be just as captivating, if not more. She represents a distinctly Japanese kind of beauty, calm, pure, carefully balanced. People do not fall for her suddenly. They fall gradually, like rain filling a pond drop by drop. Sumire Kuramoto is the kind of girl Japan cherishes. Soft, kind, emotionally warm. She embodies omotenashi without trying. Thoughtful, considerate, gentle. She carries herself like someone who values harmony over competition, peace over intensity, softness over sharpness. Her story is still unfolding, like spring beginning. With each year she grows more comfortable, more natural, more quietly radiant. As long as she continues to bloom at her own pace, people will continue to follow her. Slowly, gently, loyally. And maybe that is her greatest gift, not beauty alone but the way she makes people feel. Calm, warm, soft, like a gentle morning in Japan.